Okay, let's begin today. So I'm just going to do a lot of coding in this class today, in this week. Just practice with R, how to do these things. So I'll first start with a data set of 15 people. Their ages are varying ages from, let's say, as low as 18 to as high as 72, as you can see. And I've given their heart rates to you, like their maximal heart rate and such. That's the data set. So they are each one measured data set. So then it's widely believed that that in the medical world, that let's say it's widely believed. Let's call it as let's say that is heart rate is equal to 220 minus age. That's what it's widely believed. So I'd like to sort of test this theory as we go along, right? So how to do this? Let's try and test it. So first, let us just plot this age and heart rate. Let's just do that. Let's say plot age comma heart rate. We plot that on the right hand side. You see the plot, right? It's oh, so I didn't enter. Let me enter it. Sorry, age, heart rate, and let's go plot it. What happened? It could not find the function plot. What's going on? Oh, sorry, the plot is capital P. So age, heart rate, plot. Very good. It's a plot. Right? It's a you can just check. It's a decreasing line. So at least the -1. So we don't know if it was -1, but definitely the seems like a decreasing line. What we can do now is we can just find the regression linear model inbuilt function in R, ILM, and you can do heart rate and then tilde the age, right? That will give you the LM. And let's just plot this line, the AB line. So let's just do the AB line. So AB line of, sorry, this thing. So let's do that. So what do I get now? I'll get a line on the same plot. It's a line like this. So the regression line also is like the R regression fit is like a line going down with a negative slope and reaches down. It's very good. Very nice. So now, once we do this, we can also check, let's say, you can check what the intercept and the coefficients are. So let me just use this fact. Let me just call result as, let's say, LM. Let me copy this LM of heart and let me just copy this. Let me bring this down here. The result, let's say. So it's a result. Then I can, if I want to check what the result looks like, I can type summary of result. I type this in, I should get summary S is small again. I'm sorry about that. It'll give me the various values in the summary. So it'll give you the residuals, the coefficients, and all these things we'll discuss in a second. This adjusted R squared, P value, and so on. Very good. So what I will do is I'll just find out the coefficients of this of the thing. So coefficients are what do I get coefficients as? Coefficient is 210 and intercept, and the slope is minus 0.79. That's what's going down. That's what's going on. So the R is giving me a line that says that R is giving me a line that's something like so. So let me go back here. Let me type. So we notice that R gives line, or the LM function, linear model gives line like heart rate is equal to 10.04, let's say 0.49 minus 0.797 multiplied with each. That's what the R line is. Very good. That's what we found out. Right. Right. So now this if we want to understand if the model is appropriate or not, right? Is it the correct model, or is it how do we adjust that? How do we test for that? Right. So first thing we do is I will try to get the residuals of there are, let's just check how many points there are. Let's say n is equal to length of age, let's say length of age. So if I type in n, like that's n, so that means n is 15. That's correct. N is 15. Then what I would do is I would compute the residuals, right? All the residuals. So let's residuals you can pick out from the LM function in the following. Say go here, and I can just say e residual squares. Es is this. Let's just do es. Let's do summary of es. Let's say the bottom is just for us to check, or maybe in the code. Let's do the code itself. Summary of es. So it'll give you all the residuals. They're like it tries to map all the residuals. It'll give you from minus 8.9 to sorry, is the minimum, and the maximum 6.6. So something's quite large. Some person is very large, and median is on mean is 0. So some people very good. Then I have to count I have to take the coefficient of the slope, right? There's the beta 1 parameter. So the B1, I'll just so the command I can use is the following. So suppose I use the command coefficient, that is QEF of result. If I do that, and you notice it gives me under the intercept name, it gives me 210, and under the age name, it gives me this. So for that, I can go pick out the age guy by just doing this command. So one is just the coefficient and then pick the age. So let's put B1. So when I go around type B1, I'll get minus 0.6. So I figured that out. So that's the slope that I found out, right? I can't find the sum of squares, the RSS by n minus 2. So I go to this, go in, so we go here. So I take the sum of the ES squared, divide by n minus 2, and I take the square root. That's just RSS, right? That's just so all I'm doing is that in the above is square root of RSS by n minus 2. That's what I'm doing at the top, right? That's what I'm doing. That's what I do. And once I do that, then I type in, I find the standard error. So standard error, how do I do? I just do S by S like this. So I guess that's like S by the square root of sum of age minus its mean, the whole square. That's what this is going to give me, right? And the t statistic is what? Now so I can do many tests. Let's do the default test. Let's say we think the slope was -1, right? So the t statistic would be what? It would be t is equal to what we found, and we thought the slope was -1. It was -1. That's what we thought the slope was, -1. And then we go back here, and then we divide by SE. The whole thing divided by SE. That's what the t statistic will be. So that's the corresponding t statistic. Pick to test if slope is equal to -1. It was. So let's find that out. Let's come here. Let's find SC is this, and T is this. Let's go find the value of T. The value of T is some number. Let's go find the value of T. So 6.737. That's what the value of T is. That's okay. That's some number. Then we have to find the right tail of T, right? Right tail. That's like, so PT is the T command. You have to give the value T that you found out. The degree of freedom is what? N minus 2. That is N minus 2. Let's see N minus 2 is 13. So we have that, right? And we want the lower tail equal to false. Lower tail to false as well, and the same thing. Okay, this is the correct command, sorry. Lower tail equal to false. The F it didn't take it properly. So it's very, very low. So the p value is very low. So the actual p value is actually twice the thing. So we see that it's very unlikely that the slope for this data set is -1. Right. So we see the p values, actual p value is twice this number. And we see that for this data set, the slope is -1 is so unlikely. 2 - 1 is unlikely. So we can reject the, so this means, okay. So what does R do? If you look at R, look at R's summary of the result. We go and copy this again and try this again. So R, when R does this, R also will give you a very low p-value for the t. It's very, very small, right? But R is testing, the default value R tests is R tests for, R is testing for slope to be 0. Slope to be 0. We tested for slope to be -1, R is slope to be 0. That's what R is doing in this particular p-value actually. Very good. We can also do inference about beta naught. That's the same way we can do it. So, but that I will not do this time. I'll come back and do it in the next recording, maybe, or maybe I'll leave an exercise in the homework how to do beta naught.